Hello, are you ready for another Ask Dr. Bob, the first one for 2013? I'm so excited about this year, and I look forward to your questions. Every question is very important, and I know that even some of the ones I'll be answering today, great thinking. Someone wanted to know about the phase 2 of the Melvin Page diet. And you might say, what is the Melvin Page diet? Well, there was a dentist back in the mid-19th century. His name was Melvin Page. He was very involved with diet and nutrition. And he created what I would think is one of the very first mid-glycemic diets. That happens to be the way that food enters your bloodstream or how it impacts your blood sugar. The Page diet is basically a mid-glycemic diet. In other words, the foods that you are eating are not going to definitely impact your blood sugar with spikes. You're going to stay steady as you go through the day. The Melvin Page diet is a type of diet that I basically follow, very similar to the paleo diet. Some people call it a caveman diet. I focus on vegetables and protein, minimal grain. So the question was, what do you think about the phase 2 of the Melvin Page diet? Well, first let me tell you the phase 1 is mostly vegetables. Phase 2, you're starting to add a little bit more of a higher glycemic type of a program, maybe more fruits. So I want you to know from my experience, I prefer minimal fruits. You can say, why is that, Dr. Bob? Everybody tells you to eat a lot of fruits. Well, I have read a lot of books and I've listened to my patients and we do diet sheets and diet journals. I have found from my experience right now that people who eat fruit tend to have mid-back and neck pain and blood sugar stress. I believe that there are so many fruits that have been altered genetically. So with the Melvin Page diet, I really don't promote citrus, especially if the temperature is 60 degrees or less. I know from my experience fruits cause pain. Fruits can actually increase your triglycerides. I eat a half a red apple every day. I do cut up pieces of pear to add to salads. I do not eat plums. I do not eat bananas. I do not eat pineapple. I just don't promote fruits. And once in a while, I may have some organic strawberries, but as a general rule, I do not have fruit. We do not have fruit in our home. If that helps whoever asked that question, I pray it'll make a difference for them. Dr. Bob, I have heard breathing deeply through the day helps the lymphatic system circulate lymph. Could you comment on that? Breathing is very important to move oxygen through your body. Breathing is going to help your diaphragm increase and decrease. But the best way to get the lymphatic system to move lymphatic fluid is to exercise, and I would encourage you to purchase a large ball, 55 centimeter ball. I'd encourage you to maybe purchase a mini trampoline or a therapeutic band. And I'd like you to literally gallop like a horse on the ball and bounce on the mini trampoline. You see, your lymphatic system does not have a pump. I want you to know that eventually the lymphatic system empties into your liver. Your liver is the major detoxifier in your body. The lymphatic system has everything to do with the defense mechanism. Dairy stagnates lymphatic movement. Water promotes lymphatic movement. You may have a sore throat and they want to take your tonsils out or your adenoids out or any other lymph tissue. Not a wise idea. It's usually due to dairy and sugar. Your lymph system, I want you to think as a barracks of military personnel. So when someone is told that they have cancer and the cancer is spread to the lymphatic system, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because the lymphatic system is doing its job. Now listen to me, this is a very important concept. It's doing its job, but it's being overwhelmed. That person who has cancer probably had a cancer-promoting lifestyle. Sugar, toxic foods, toxic beverages, compromised liver function. The best way, PM, preventive maintenance, for your lymphatic system, bounce on a ball, run. You want muscular movement because muscles move the lymphatic system. What I just shared with you is very profound, by the way, about the lymphatic system, and very few people understand that concept. In the morning when I wake up and I first stand up, my ankles tend to hurt as I begin to walk and it spreads over my heel. Guess what? That's happened to me in the past. And this is what's going on in your body, especially if you're 40 and older. You probably don't have enough minerals in your body, especially calcium, magnesium, and potassium. I'm seeing an epidemic today, especially in women over 50 years old, that tend to have heart palpitation, leg cramps, constipation, and their nervous system is going 100 miles an hour. Lack of minerals causes tendinitis. Calcium, magnesium, and potassium are used up under stress and sunshine. They're also used up when you are underneath and consuming lots of sugar. See, sugar takes minerals out of the body. We use a product that's available on our website called BioCMP, maybe 6 to 9 a day. Minimize sugar. Now, if you're a man and you wrote this and you have heel pain, it's very possible your prostate could be enlarged. Go to Dr. Bob's Get to Know videos about men's health. When your prostate enlarges, it puts pressure on the nerve root that goes to the inside of your heel. Why do I feel dizzy when we have a stomach ache? Well, it's very interesting that you bring that up. I have friends at the grain and salt company, Selena Naturally, Celtic Sea Salt, and I read an article by a pediatrician some time ago that said, very interesting, use 1/4 teaspoon of Celtic Sea Salt and 20 ounces of water. Go to our website for Celtic Sea Salt, by the way, because lack of minerals will help calm a stomach. See, your brain, which is the hypothalamus, there's many parts of the brain, but the part of your brain, which is the CEO, the hypothalamus, connects the physical man and the emotional man. When you're underneath stress and you get that pit in your stomach, it's because your nervous system is changing. Your enteric nervous system, or the nervous system around your stomach, is very large. So when you're underneath stress, your brain sends a signal, goes and affects the nervous system in your stomach, once again impacting minerals. Celtic Sea Salt, 1/4 teaspoon and 20 ounces of water. If you're perpetually dizzy, you probably have adrenal stress. I may suggest a saliva test called the Adrenal Stress Index. And finally, Dr. Bob, it's the beginning of the year. How about some weight loss tips? Tip number 1, become calorie conscious. You say, what does that mean? I want you to look at the labels of the food you're consuming. 2 points. How many servings are in a package? Don't be duped. They'll say serving size 250. How many servings per package? 2. You just consumed 500 calories. How do I know that? Because I became calorie conscious in 2012. My nemesis was almonds. Almonds are excellent foods. But when you start eating 25 or 30, and let me tell you, it's not hard to eat 25 or 30 almonds through a day. You're adding 300 or 400 calories. So I want you to become calorie conscious. I want you to drink more water. I want you to avoid grains in the morning. Start with a protein, a vegetable bag, because you don't want your blood sugar going up and you don't want it going down. I thoroughly appreciate all these questions that you've been asking. Follow us on the Facebook, follow us on Twitter, send us questions, go and enjoy the videos. We're here to make a difference for you. We are so looking forward to 2013. A lot of books coming out, a lot of great stuff. Please follow us. We're going to have a particular item for every month during the year. This is going to be fun, and we're looking forward to it.